Good morning. Today is September 20th, 2025. It's the September General Meeting, and we have a few updates from Qhsc, planning, Gala, excitement, community outreach. So I am welcoming you guys today. It's on Saturday. I am going to give you just a little rundown, and we're going to try to do as much as we can. Before we start that, I want to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors who are supporting Qhsc every day. And then, of course, everybody knows that we are now as Gold Transparency, gifted from Candid for our transparency of what we do every day. We want to thank Siobhan Events, Cross Ministry, M2 Executive Headshots, Spin Sisters, St. Michael's Church, and Dr. Kimbi's family together. So thank you very much for your support. We still need to gather more people and help us, the organization, to keep going. So if you know anybody else, please let us know. The short agendas, we'll just give you what is coming for the online training, community outreach, fundraising event, Gala preparations, where we are now, and then a few testimony from the members, which these ones will be shared ongoing, not necessarily today, but ongoing. We're also encouraging people to join our membership so we can have a constant growing family, so we'll be able to do what we are planning to do from the organization. $75 for the general members and $50 for active students. A lot of online training we have so far. We had the last one was the endometriosis, thanks to Isabella. But then also we're going to do a follow-up with Dr. Emma and few doctors from Tanzania. And again, with those two schools, we're hoping this training is going to be in 2 weeks. So we'll be able to give you some updates. We're working with Dr. Smith about the stroke care. And Dr. Msambichaka and the other doctors from Tanzania are working on that part. Alisa is working on gastrointestinal, and we know the date she'll be able to do that. Dr. Gwen is still working on the spinal anesthesia. Once she's ready and identify the dates, then we'll post them here. Kathy was also working on the management of vented. Once we are ready, we'll be able to share those training. And I know we're still working on the CPR emergency training. Once we get people who can facilitate that training, we post that part and share with everybody. As I said, the last one, Isabella did this training. So we are going to, let's see, hold on a second. So something happens here. Okay, yeah, so can you guys see my screen, the Isabella's screen training?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And my two slides just slide together and block everything. But anyway, so Isabella, so we had that training with the Werewolf Secondary School and Minazini School. And then so this had received a lot of feedback. They really want this training. So we are going to do the next training, I said, in the second week of October. I said we're just finalized to make sure Dr. Emma is available that day. And then we have a couple of doctors in Tanzania. So we'll be able to talk to the girls again. So once it's confirmed, definitely it's going to be in October, then we'll be able to share with you guys. And anybody who wants to join in, ladies, if you want to come and share with your experience with these young women, please do. So because we can share what we know and then help them understand what their physiological changes, and then they can learn from that. For community outreach, we have a lot of ongoing, sort of since last time we had cross ministry on the 27th, we had almost 10 people, sorted about 2,000 bags. And there's a video, if you're interested to see it, it's on like 2 minutes, and then it shows up people who are doing it. So we're always grateful for people who are doing all these activities. The last one also we did as a huge group for the Qhsc. We went to the T. Road Jefferson. That was August 9th. And then we had a lot of people who came and did we were able to see 110 students, children there. And then there was 12 volunteers. So thank you very much for everybody who dedicate their time to come and help these young people. And then so we still continue with cross ministry next week on the 25th. So anybody who is available here in West Palm Beach, please sign up. So we have a good number of people who are going to do those 2 hours from 5 to 7. Okay, now we're able to. Okay, so I wanted to say for thanking the sponsors, we definitely thank Siobhan Events, who is going to be decorating for our gala, and she donated her time, talent, and so we are so excited. She's trying to help us make memories of this event. Now we also have to thank the cross ministries for ongoing collaboration with us. And in fact, now we're going to have little special surprise from them. We have the HR who are going to be doing the pictures for us and donated and give us a discount for their services so we can have a memorable event. We have Spinning Sisters also they give us quite a discount and help us celebrate all these 5 years of working hard with QHSC. We have St. Michael's who is supporting the gala and sponsoring the event. So we thank them for ongoing support and believing in what we can do for us QHSC. And definitely our very own Dr. Kimbi's family, doctors Medina and Henry Akimbi for ongoing support of the QHSC. They've been invaluable members, global volunteers, and now supporting what we believe in our gala to raise funds to do what we intend to do for these community outreach projects and training. So thank you very much. And if you know anybody, we are looking for more sponsors to try and support our work. So thank you again, everybody. Of course, now it is 77. I took this screenshot yesterday to say 77 days left to the gala. And definitely, if you have not gotten your ticket, get your ticket. We need to sell more tickets. This is just an excitement. We're like, yes, yes, we're trying to advertise our QHSC. So okay, so the flyer is including a lot of information here. Definitely, it's December 6th, 6 to 11. Get your ticket now. And as I said, we have a number of sponsors. Without them, we're not going to be able to do anything. And right now, as they said, we're continue encouraging a lot of people to come and help us. Starting with things that we're updating with the gala. Definitely, we have the event plan identify. We have auction items, people who know what they're putting in those auction basket. Definitely, silent auctions. We cannot wait to show you guys what we have. The menu is already selected, and then accommodations. So definitely, we reserve the accommodation, but you have to make those accommodations before October 17 because we have to let them 45 days before the event. So if nobody's reserving, so they can reserve the rest of the rooms that we booked as a group rate. And as I said, if you're planning to come out of state to come and do this, to come and join the gala, and you want somewhere to sleep, that's the accommodation, that's where the room is going to be, the hotel is going to be, that's where the event is going to be. So come and join us if you can. Send the photographer, we have them. Guest speakers already identified. We're going to post the high information as soon as we get she give us all the information and the picture so we can share with everybody else. We are so excited. She is well known in the world of nonprofit organization, global volunteering, and even the messaging of what is needed. And she's well known here in Palm Beach County because she has a nonprofit organization herself that she's been doing that for a long, long time. So I can't wait for you guys to meet her and know what exactly she is going to bless us with her presence. And she's been a silent supporter of our organization, and she's helping a lot with the galas and all the stuff. So I can't wait for you guys to meet her. And entertainment, so we're still working on a couple of entertainments, what we need to add to the gala. So as soon as we finalize everything, we're going to share the information. So all these things, once we get the final things, then you'll be able to post the program for the event, and then you'll be able to see what exactly we're going to be doing. And definitely, if you're interested, come and join us, and we'll be happy to have you. We can't wait to go and share our first Gala event, and when we are celebrating our 5th anniversary. Definitely, QHSC has come a long way. It started with one person, and now we have so many people worldwide who are participating in QHSC, whether by through online training or by even actually being a volunteer. So we are excited. And I know I have received few requests about the medical mission for next year, 2026. So we are working with few logistics. That's why we have not posting it by end of October. Once we finalize certain things to make sure that we can tell you one price, so we don't have to keep changing. We're trying to secure the airline, make sure we get a discounted rate, but right now it's still far out that they don't have the numbers to give us. So that's why I have not shared that much information about the medical mission, but definitely medical mission is going to be next year. And we do plan for now June 17 to August 1st, but we have some few challenges that we are trying to fix and accommodate and try to find if we can get sponsors to help with the manage the expenses. So once we are able to secure a few things, then we'll let you know. But I appreciate the excitement and I appreciate the willingness to want to go. And as I said, so far I have 7 people who are really wants to go. So I'm hoping that when we finalize everything else and everybody who wants to go and willing to go and work, and we'll be able to get the chance to come in and join us. The price, and now the ticket is $175. And then, of course, if you are in a group and you want you guys to come, all of you come and share the table, that's fine. So we can put you guys in one place. Definitely, we'll be happy to have that. Just let us know when you're getting the tickets. Text me on the side. So when you are assigning tables, then we put you with your group. And then, of course, if you want the whole table by yourself or with your group members or as a corporate sponsor, let us know. It's $5,000 for one table, which has 10 seats. And we'll be happy to add you whatever it comes with that donation. So thank you. And then, so this is the Embassy Suite where the gala is going to be. It's an Embassy Suite by Hilton West Palm Beach Central, and the address is right there. It's very close to the airport. So they do have a shuttle. So don't worry about, okay, when I get to Florida, what am I going to do? There is a shuttle from the airport to the hotel. So you don't have to worry about that, included also your reservation for the hotel. And you'll be able to happy to do that. And the rooms the 2 types of room that we reserve is the 2-room suites, which have 1 king bed with sleep sofa, and then 2 queen bed with sleep sofa also. So it depends on which one you want. I mean, if you have somebody you are sharing with, definitely when you are reserving the room right now, just make sure it says Dr. Gaboni QHSC Fund. So like almost top left there, it says. So that means you are getting in the group rate. And I know some people who are worried about it, they went and called the hotel, which is fine. As long as you tell them you're coming to this gala, then you should be able to you should be able to get the group rate, which is cheaper than the regular rate, especially for that time of the year, because it's a holiday time and stuff like that. So if you are able to do that part, go ahead and do that before October 17, so you don't lose your opportunity.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, so for the gala, we still have to sell a lot more tickets. We're not close to our at least break even goal of it. So if you haven't purchased your ticket yet or made your hotel reservation, I think that should be one of the priorities at this time. And then also what we're going to be doing, and I think Rukia Brown had mentioned as well, and we're going to do some of it today, is we're going to be phone calling. We're going to be calling people. I just saw a friend of mine on Facebook donating money and, you know, just having a good time in life and everything. So my wife and I are going to get on the phone. We're going to call a few people today. We've done it already and this was Rukia Brown's idea that she had mentioned. So we call them, we invite them to come to the gala. They say that they can't come. And we tell them, well, you can still contribute and donate. This is a good opportunity for people to have an impact and donate and participate in community service and share their love. And all they have to do is just make a financial donation. So whether it's $25, $50, some people have actually bought a ticket, even though they're not going. So however they can donate in whatever way. So we want everyone, or we're asking that everyone just go ahead, make a few phone calls and ask people to come to the gala, because that's the only way we're going to get them to come. I know we've been promoting it here and there on social media, but I don't think that we have enough of a followership. So you'd have to have thousands and thousands and thousands of people following you to maybe get a few of those people to purchase tickets. So it's got to be like a phone-a-thon, or just a campaign where we just get on the phone and call people and ask them to donate and purchase tickets and invite them out. So that's it. You have anything else you want to add, my dear?
Yes, couple of things when I get to another slide. So thank you for adding that part. So few things. So we are, as my husband just spoke and saying that having calls and speaking to people, we also ask around, and if you receive a message from me asking you for the testimonials. So these are the 4 people already send the video so that we can use for our campaign and sharing a goodwill and asking for good people to support us. So these videos, you're going to see them starting now until December, sharing what's the reason that you chose to be in QHSC. What are the reasons that you're passionate about QHSC? What make you willing to come and do that, but then try and invite other people to come and do it? So I'm grateful for the initial people who responded quickly. I know some people have different challenges, either they're sick or something. Once they feel better, they're going to send their video. Please, if you can, send a video. And if by mistake I did not send you the reminder, please let me know if you're interested to jump in and send those video. Once we put more information on those video, like the QR code, people can check the link. I am going to start sharing those video, and then I'm going to ask you guys, even if you didn't make the video, just share on your social media to be able to help us do the fundraising. I did send him my link last week. It only takes like less than 2 minutes to be able to send it, to put information in there. And then once you send it to me, then I play around with it to try and add the QR code information, your name, and what things that you say, something that we feel like needs to be highlighted on what you're saying, then we're going to highlight that part so people will hear and see, especially people who know you. Because remember, majority of them might not even know me or may never even heard of me. So, but if they see you speak of QHSC, they might be able to say, since they trust you, they might be able to say, okay, let me go and help them. So I'm going to ask you to help us raise the funds by volunteering your thoughts, your passion, your willingness to be with QHSC. I know some people said, oh, I can't afford it to come, which is okay. I understand everybody has a lot of challenges. However, you can still spread the word. You can still donate to whatever you can. $5, $10, $100, $1,000 if you have. That's fine. We accept it because the organization is built from volunteering 100%. So any amount of the money donated will be great. Even if you can share around from your social media, we appreciate that part. So thank you very much. And then when you have your videos, I mean, like it's gonna be sounding like, I'm not going to play the whole videos. You can see some of them will be like, hi. So your voice can be heard a little bit more.
4 years ago, that my heart.
Okay.
Hi.
But anyway, so we do have peer-to-peer campaigns. So if you're willing to go and share with other people, do a little competitive campaign, that's fine. Let me know. We can create a link and add your name on there, and then you can share. We put your information in there, your voice in there to be able to raise money that way. So if you have any question, just let me know. Come and join us, so then we'll be able to raise some more funds. So you can see the part of the videos, we have these 2 QR code. One of them is going to be the Gala ticket on the top right. And then so when they scan it, they can buy a ticket if they're able to come to the Gala. And they will get more information about the accommodation if they live out of state. The one on the bottom left is the donation. So they can't come to the Gala. They can't afford, or they're too far away, or they have prior arrangement or conflict on the schedule. That's okay. The one on the bottom left is for the donation. So as I said, my husband was saying before, yes, you can donate whatever the amount in there. So it's just showing goes to the QHSC activity. And if whoever is donating and wants a specific activity to go to, just let us know. So either go to Gala or go to QHSC. But all the money that is raising from now until December, it's going to be for the Gala because we need to be able to pay for all the services, those services that we secure to make the Gala successful. We have to pay for it. So the building, the event, the entertainment, the food and all the stuff, we need to pay for it. So any donations from now on until December, it's going to help the Gala. So if you can help us that way, that would be great, and we appreciate. If you have any question or concern, let me know, and I'll be happy to explain those things to you. And then we can help reach a wide range of people. So my last slide is any questions, any feedback that you can provide us. I know one person sent me a message last week and said, oh, you can come to our church, which is great. We'll be able to come to a church and share what QHSC does here in our community and also in Tanzania. And people who are willing to help us that way, definitely they can help us donation. But I don't know, definitely we're asking for buying the ticket. And if they cannot come, you can still buy a ticket and donate the ticket to somebody else. Or you can buy the ticket and that will be your contribution to, and then if you want us to acknowledge and putting your name on the list of the sponsors, definitely we'll be happy to, if you're able to buy the ticket and donate it. And we acknowledge by printing your name on the list saying thank you for your donation. So that would be another option, which will be great. Or if you want to give you undescribable amount, you want to give it blindly anonymous, that's okay. There's the you can say right there and say that your donation is anonymous, that's fine. You're not going to disclose that information. Or you are donating in the memory of, that's okay. We can acknowledge that part if you want us to do that. And then if you can put a little script, you just say in the memory of and what the message needs to be there. We will acknowledge, we share that information if you want us to share that information. We will keep it anonymous if you want that information to be anonymous. And I'll be the only one and my husband to know that you donated the money and that your silent support is acknowledged and appreciated. And then also this is just information. If somebody wants to send a check, definitely you can send a check to Dr. Karibuni Qhsc. That's the mailbox for the organization. And then the address is right there. So you'll be able to get the check. And the check, of course, definitely is addressed to Dr. Karibuni Qhsc Incorporated. You can do the Venmo, which is an organization Venmo. Everything goes to the Venmo. And then you can give a donation for the organization through Zephy. That's 100%. We don't pay fees. We don't do anything else. And we really appreciate that part. So far, I think for this year, we have saved, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was $450 that people could have paid on fees. That's the all money we got. So we appreciate everybody who is using Zephy to support the QHSC, or even writing a check, because I understand some people are not comfortable with online banking and stuff. It's okay. If you want to write a check, we will take the check and we go and deposit as soon as we can and acknowledge you. And you will get the tax deductible receipt because you are donating on the nonprofit organization 5013C. So all the information we have and everything else, as soon as we receive your check or as soon as you receive your money through Zephy, you are going to get an automatic receipt, which has our IN number and then tax deductible information. So that money, if you give that, you keep that receipt, you can use during the tax preparation and you'll be getting credit, because as soon as you donate that money, it's automatically reported through the website. I'm sorry, through the organization. And then we have a record if just in case you feel like misplaced or change the phone or lost the account, whatever. But as long as you donated in there, we keep the record and we definitely be able to reproduce the same receipt if needed in the future. So, but we encourage you that you're going to get the email as soon as you put information in Zephy and put your email address. you're going to receive the receipt recording how much you give for what event, in which date, and what EIN number is. So everything else is like kind of like an automatic, which helps us to keep tab to every donation. We want to make sure we give you credit for what you're doing for us and appreciate your tax donation. Okay, so I am going to stop talking there, and I'm encouraging everybody to provide your feedback, any questions, concern, and we can start discussing a few things. Any questions about what I've said or what you've had a question before you didn't get a chance to share?
I had a question. This is Rosalind.
Hi.
Is there a certain amount of funds that needed to be donated to become a sponsor?
At the moment, no. The one identify amount on the tickets is because if people wants to secure a table so they can sit all your friend or family together, those are the identified amount. For the 2,500, you get 5 seats, half a table, I mean. And then for 5,000, you get the whole 10 seats. So those are the ones, and then you get the logo and stuff. But you can donate undisclosable amount on the side, and if that's what you want to be a sponsor for, we will acknowledge it. Does that make any sense?
Yes, it does. It does.
Okay, thank you.
Also, you had mentioned the future trip for next year. You said June 17th. Did you mean July 17th?
July 17, I'm sorry.
Okay, because I was like, that's going to be some kind of stay. Okay, all right.
You don't want to stay the whole month?
Maybe. That's actually going to be more than a month.
A month and 2 weeks, yes. So
Yeah.
July 17, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Also, we're looking at prices. I don't know if you want to explain that to them, Dr. G.
Yes, so that's remember I said when we were doing the we're trying to get ready for the medical mission, which it will be 8 months, is be end of November, I think. So right now we have a challenge. A big challenge is the airline. The airline right now, the prices for July 17 to August 1st is a little bit higher than we expected, because of course right now we were used to pay at least between 900 to 1,500 in between that part. So those are our initial estimates we've been giving out to people. So like 1,500 for your ticket, and then 1,500 for staying in Tanzania, which gets to like 3,100. And that's what we have done for 5 years straight to try and minimize the cost out of pocket. Unfortunately, this estimate for next year, and it's summertime, they're trying to ask us almost 1,900 to 2,000. So that makes it a little bit difficult, at least for me, thinking that people are paying out of pocket almost $2,000 for a ticket during summertime, versus if we would select the time for the medical mission in the lower season. So it means like the usual September is always cheaper. That's why we kept it that way. But then we find out that the teachers wants to go, but they can't because in September the school is on. So we are struggling with the discussion that one right now, because yes, I want to go during summertime to include a lot of people who wants to go, and because we definitely need teachers, because we are going to see almost 970 kids. If we have 3, 4, 5 teachers with us, that will be a blessing for the children at school. I understand that part. But my concern right now is because how much money people can pay out of pocket. That is my challenges. And that's why I'm kind of like hesitant to release those data and say finalize and start getting people's money, knowing that they're going to pay almost 2/3 of the amount is going to go to just a ticket. So that's the part which I'm kind of like struggling to try and find out. If I don't have an option, we're trying to find sponsors that they can try and maybe donate something for the logistic part to lessen that amount. So then still, if we have to give money like 3,100, then chances is everything will be covered. Then you don't pay out of pocket. So that's the dilemma we have right now. Worst case scenario, if we don't get the sponsors to help lessen the Tanzanian logistic money, like the transportation, the accommodation, the food, and all the stuff, if the money is higher that way, we probably have to move the dates. just so people don't pay too much.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I'm praying and I'm trusting God that He's gonna give us a way out. We will get maybe a few sponsors who are willing to pay for the logistic and help count hours of all the volunteers and then pay the logistic amount. Then the ticket should not be becoming an issue if people have to just pay the ticket and a little bit of their, not exceeding the 3,100.
Understand.
Thank you for the question. Okay, any other comments?
Oh, yes, I was going to say the best way when you're talking with someone about contributing or purchasing a ticket or donating to the gala is to have the either the link directly available, which I will post in the group chat now on WhatsApp, and I'm going to post it here on Zoom. So if you're using your laptop or something like that, you can actually copy it or just open it up and save it, and then you can share the link with other people. Even if you want to just share it in an email, you can just send the link and say, "Hey, this is an organization that I'm a member of. We're doing a lot of good work in the community internationally, and we would like for you to donate to our gala." And you can send them the link. So I'm going to post that now in Zoom, and then I'm going to send it also in WhatsApp as well. And my heart is full. And the QR code.
Yeah. So I know sometimes the young people, young at hearts, they are used to technology. And then so if we share the flyer with QR code and people have it on their phone, me included, I'm going to be thinking like, so how am I going to scan that QR code in the same phone that I'm holding? And that's the challenges for us experienced, seasoned people in this world, because the technology is not on our hand. The young people know that you can save that QR code and put in Google Photos and scan it, and then it opens up. I don't know that part. So when you're sending that information, as my husband was saying, is just put it the link, the actual link. So because the actual link, at least people can click on it and then it's going to open it up. It's easier that way. So if you have a QR code and the link, at least you give them an option that they maybe use one or the other. If people have that the flyer on the email, and then they can open the email on their computer, and then they have their phone ready to scan, that will make it a little bit easier for them. Because as I said, a lot of seasoned and experienced people don't have that technological savvy attitude to be able to answer those things. So when you're sharing, please share the flyer and the QR code and the individual link, so then they'll be able to. And as we said again, if they can't come, they want to buy a ticket and donate it, that's fine. They want us to acknowledge their name that they donated. Yes, we're going to have a list of all the people who donated their time, their money, their services, acknowledging them. We can put them on the website. We can put them on social media to acknowledge them, to say thank you for trusting that we are doing something better for our own people here in the United States and also in Tanzania. So we want to be able to show that for everybody to know that we are doing what we mean to help people, but we need money. Yeah, so everything else costs money. The same thing that we just discussed about the medical mission. Definitely, one of the area that we are doing fundraising is to raise money to be able to support those projects that we are going for the medical mission. So one area is like to buy supplies when we're going to teach, for example, CPR. It's to save lives, great. But you have to teach people how to do effectively. And effectively CPR is like actually somebody have to demonstrate the skill that they're able to do it, the technique that they have to do, the strength they have to apply for it to make it effective. They're not going to do it by me explaining or show pictures or play a video. No, they have to have a mannequin to be able to practice, and that mannequin should give them the feedback they're doing it correctly. And by doing that part, that we have to have mannequin here in the United States when we're doing with your kids 2 weeks ago, or maybe a month ago, and then also in the hospitals in Tanzania or in the school in Minazini. We have to actually give them the mannequin so they'll be able to try and pump the chest and see if they're doing it correctly. And then so next time, God forbid, next time it happens, they'll be able to save a life. Because we know early identification and emergency response can save a life, regardless of the resources that you need to save a life. But those are just at least to buy some time until the person gets to appropriate healthcare to try and help those patients to save a life. So that's just one example. And if we are able to do that, if we get a sponsor who wants to support the medical missions logistics, so then the volunteer don't spend so much money out of pocket. Yeah, because remember the volunteer already doing they spend their time. Those 2 weeks, the hours that they spend it to help others, it's so much money. I can't quantify it in dollars, but I mean I can count it in dollars. Like if we were able to pay them, there's no amount of money we'll be able to afford that. And the expertise that they're bringing to the situation, I cannot afford that. They're doing it willingly. So that's why we are asking people who cannot go there, they can donate the time. So to help these people who are able to go there to be able to do it willingly and then with less financial constraints. And that's what we are asking. The same thing here in the United States. We are going to different areas to do like staff retreat training. So those staff here, they need practice for the community CPR to be able to identify somebody's in trouble. We go to schools and try and teach these children when they're seeing their friends falls down, pass out. What do they need to do? While you're calling 911, 911 is going to take 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 minutes. What are you going to do those first minutes that you're waiting for help? What are you going to do when you're calling for your parents? So for us to spend that time, we have to have tools to be able to demonstrate. For the children in Minazin, working and jumping up and down, being healthy, we need food to feed them. When they're full, their belly is full, then they're able to concentrate. They're going to study hard. They're going to pass. They're going to lift up their own family. They're going to break the cycle of poverty, and they're building the better world. So all those things that we are asking to raise money during the gala is going to go and save a lot of people, a lot of people. So every dollar counts, whether it's here or even in Tanzania. And I'm full. If somebody has anything to say.
Was looking at the information that Dr. B just sent, and it's saying only 44 tickets have been purchased. Is that 44? What is that? It says 44 going.
Yes, for going, yes. Some people will buy and say they're going, so it's tabulate that, but some people buy the ticket and they don't want to say anything, yes. But the goal is like we're not there yet, yes. And sometimes the computer just
Okay.
randomly assign the numbers, yeah. But yeah, but we need more people. We were reserving the hall for 250 because it can take up to 250.
Okay. That's a big difference. Okay.
But yeah, so invite neighbors,
we-
friends, everybody.
I was gonna say, and 250 is it's a good projection, but we're still far short of even, as I mentioned earlier, breaking even. So if we wanted to kind of break even and have the kind of evening that we wanted, we'd have to get at least 150 at least. So
Okay.
we're still far ways off there.
So any comment? People are quiet. Concern, questions, ideas, what we can do to make it better? Mr. Norris, anything? Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, I have a question. In terms of the amount of tickets you have right now, what is that like in comparison to past events at this time of year? Did you see a pattern of people buying more tickets closer to the event, or at this time you were close to break even?
So this is our first.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
Yeah.
we have never done the gala before. This is our first. So we used to do just an individual campaign, collect it here, 100 here, 500 here, 2,000 here. So we used to do just a different advertisement post on the Facebook or social media, but we never had a gala. So one of the way, because we needed more money, that's why we're like, okay, we're going to try to do the gala and try to spend our amount of time to raise funds. So we want to be able to raise more fund than just the individual local advertisement.
Oh,
So
okay.
yes, we're going to use this our gauge next time if we have to do. Then we know, hopefully we have different strategies to try and make it better, make it more efficient. And that's why we need all the feedback, any suggestions, anything that you think you might help to try and drive that to the finish line. We have 77 days left. So it's kind of, we're getting towards the end. And that was a great question. Thank you. Definitely, we are taking notes. We are noticing things that if we knew then, what could we have done differently? Yes, we are taking notes, definitely. My sister Rukia, anything? If you're speaking, you're muted.
Grand Rising, everyone.
Hi.
No, I'm just over here in my head thinking.
Okay.
I'm over here in my head thinking.
And thank you. I received the video last night. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Mr. Steve Jones. If you're speaking, you're muted.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How's everything going?
Good.
Uh, Good. I'm just listening. We have, this is the first gala, and I was listening to the amount of numbers that you have. And normally, when we do things the first time, sometimes the word don't get out, or maybe the people are not don't be they're not as committed as they should be because they don't know anything about it. I guess my suggestion is if you have 250 slots available and we only sold like 45 tickets and we have 77 days left, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Have you thought about? I don't know, and it's just a thought outside the box. Bringing the slots down. 'Cause I don't know I don't know the financial portion of it for all the things that you got. Because I know that when you do this kind of stuff, the rooms and all the food and all the extra activities, they run into dollars. So I don't know if you want to bring that down to maybe 150 rather than 250, and that'll cut down some of the food or cut down some of the items. I don't know. This is just a thought. Also, going out and getting corporate sponsors is a great idea, but we don't know how long it's going to take them to get the money to come in for that. And then I know we had talked about earlier that each one was supposed to like try to sell like 10 tickets or so, something like that. We talked about that, or sell a few tickets, or try to get some donations. So I'm just thinking about the whole thing and how much time that you have left, and what it can do to make the thing a great success. So I'm just throwing it out. I don't know. I'm just thinking. What are your thoughts about that? Maybe bring the number down some, so the funding that you have to pay will be a little bit less. Even if you have to go down to 100 people, that's still not a bad gala for the first time. I don't because I don't know how many other people are coming. I don't know how many other people who are promised to purchase tickets, but I know a lot of times people do things at the last minute. But here you don't want to wait to the last minute because you want to make sure you have enough funding to pay everything that you want to do.
Yes, that is
Those are my thoughts.
no, I appreciate that, definitely. That's the great discussion. And definitely we have thought of that part, and I did send a message to the embassy where we're doing the gala. So there was a different discussion initially. There's kind of like a group amount for whatever is happening, regardless for the number of the people. So the space, when we said up to 250, the space can be enlarged up to 250. Not necessarily that we have to have 250 people there. No. So
Okay.
whatever the lump sum they told us, we can get to that part, but we wanted to exceed that so we can make money. You know what I mean?
No, I see. I
Yes.
see. Okay.
Yes. So adjusting that number, I mean, at the end of the day, we're gonna pay for what we have and what if we meet that blanket initial number. Once we meet that part, whatever we're raising funds for the organization. So
Okay.
yeah, so we are close to that one, but we want to get more so we can raise money. Because we're not just doing the gala just to go there and celebrate and be happy, whatever. And then that's it. We spend everything that we collected. No, we don't want to do that. We want to get past that number so to be able to raise money so we can say that we raise X amount of money for the initial gala. I do agree with you. The first gala every time has its own challenges. Yes, not everybody knows us. Yes, and that's why we are asking people to jump in and go and spread the word. Because remember, I'm like one person here. I know enough people around here, but not, I don't know 250 people who wants to come to the gala by myself. No. So once we do the first one and then they hear or they see afterward, they maybe next time we might have more successful planning, definitely, and then the more exposure probably, and then so it becomes a little bit easier to get more
Yes.
now because they know that. I do understand the challenge of being the first one, yes. And that's why we've been like trying to postpone it to try and do enough in the community to get the exposure that, okay, we are here in the community. Hey, can you see us? Then we do different programs to be able to share what we can offer for the community. And then at the end of the day, when we ask you for their support, at least they said, oh yeah, we saw you here, we saw you there. So, okay, so maybe we can come and support you. But I agree with you. The first one is a challenge and we acknowledge that from the beginning, but we were trying to be kind of like a little bold to try and push our line, to try and encourage more people to come. And that's why we come back in the meetings to try and ask you guys, if everybody, I agree with you, Mr. Jones, if everybody goes and sell 10 tickets, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. Because
Yeah, that's true.
in our group, we have 132 people in our Qhsc group. So if every person
Okay.
there sell 10 tickets, we have 130 right now tickets. That's just bare minimum, just in the group without getting other people from outside. So we need at least those people who are willing to spread the word, even if they can't come, just spread the word and share with everybody else, the neighbor, the friends, the group, the workplace, the corporations, to encourage people to come and see us and just see what we do. And then after that, hopefully they will be able to support and
I understand. I guess I'm guess this is I don't know. Let me just think outside the box here. So the people who may not be able to come, are they donating something? They can't purchase a ticket, or they're donating something. You have a specific amount that you would like them to donate.
No, right now it's an open amount. So because we can't restrict, you can just say, okay, if you can come donate $100, they're gonna be like, what happened? I don't have $100, I have $50. So you've already limit yourself
Okay.
that part. And then also we don't want to say donate $100. What happens if they wanted to give us $500? So that's
Mhm.
why we say whatever God touch their heart, and then the amount they want to give us, we will accept it, even if it's $5, $500, $50, $200. We're going to accept it.
Okay.
If they want us to use that amount as a donation so we can acknowledge them, for this time, we're going to acknowledge anybody else who wants their names posted there. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like,
Also, Dr. Gabo-
I'm
oh,
sorry. No, go
sorry.
ahead. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Also, Dr. Boney, for the people who can donate a certain amount, whether it's $100 or 150 or whatever, but they can't attend, will there be an opportunity for them to attend the gala virtually, or what will be the means for them to be able to see what happened at the gala?
I'll take that. So,
Okay.
I was gonna, yeah. So we're considering that. I know we did the same thing before with our wedding. We would just have to find an individual, and we're trying not to task everybody with something. As Steve mentioned, in terms of the price, a DJ is another price. So we haven't even calculated a DJ into the event yet, because we have to be able to pay off the hotel first and everything like that. And it's the same thing for like a live stream. We talked about it, so we're either trying to figure out how we can just have like some kind of a setup where there's just like an automatic live stream, or if we can find someone who is willing to do it. And then the worst case scenario is if we do get enough money, then we'd have to pay for someone to do it. But someone does have to be responsible for it. And what we experienced is, if you're not paying that person, you're gonna get whatever you didn't pay for. So there's no guarantee with what you're gonna get. But we do want to be able to share it, because it has helped a lot. It helps to spread the word and to share the moment with other people. So
So I'm not that familiar with live streaming, but I do know what live streaming is. But so QHHC has a website. Wouldn't we be able to live stream through that site?
they
Yes.
have
And then say for instance, if a person who wasn't able to attend physically could donate and or still purchase a ticket or whatever, and if it's over a certain amount, they'll be able to get to live stream. What do you think? Or
No,
would that be
that's an excellent suggestion. In fact, I would love to address that, because not only just a set amount, people can donate and they want to be able to see it, then yes, we should be able to do. So we have Zoom have a live stream. We have YouTube have a live stream. We have Facebook has a live stream. So we have three ways we can post the event
yeah.
as it continues. And then so all, like what my husband was saying, like, oh, we just need to get somebody who will be able to, but yes, we can have the camera, we can have things that are continuous. We have a computer, of course. We have the cameras. So all we just need to make sure that somebody can direct the camera where it's supposed to. And we have unlimited hours for Zoom to record and run the live stream event. So that's not a problem. We can do that,
Mhm.
in knowing people will be there to watch it. Sure, we can do that. But we have three ways of doing it. We can do the live in Facebook, we can do live in YouTube, and we can do live in Zoom. So that is a huge possibility. And if that's what the suggestion is, we can add that easily. That part,
So
yes.
wouldn't that cut down on the cost if you just do it that way? The cost of paying someone to manage the live stream?
No, somebody still have to be able to turn the camera on, and I mean, like different angles. Let's say there's somebody
Oh,
speaking on
okay.
the stage. Somebody have to be there at least to be able to move around. Yes, what
Oh, okay.
my husband was
Okay.
saying, like sometimes the people get there and they start enjoying the party too much than being responsible. So then those are the
Uh-huh.
things that if you do not pay them, you have to accept whatever they're going to give you to you. And then so we can't take the executive people who are like dealing with maybe make sure the program is going well, the auction is going well, the food is going well. You cannot ask the same person to go and watch the live stream because they're not going to be able to do that. But yes,
Right.
we will be happy to include that option. Definitely,
Mhm.
if we know somebody's paying but they want to see live, we make sure that it's running live. Yeah.
Okay.
So when you speak about that, are you saying paying for the ticket but not able to physically attend, or paying a certain amount and then they would be able to come into a live stream? You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
if you can't come physically because you can't get the airline ticket or get the hotel, but you can buy a ticket. So those people would be eligible to see a live stream, or if there's like a amount, like if you pay $100, you'll be able to see a live stream. Because if I'm thinking, if we say like if you donate anything, you'll be able to see a live stream. I don't know how that would benefit us being able to support the cause of QHSC if it's just any amount and you're allowed to get it. Like that could be an incentive to $100 or a ticket, and you could get a live stream. That's what I'm just thinking. I'm complete.
yes, I think it depends on the individual. Like I had the last last person we spoke to is a friend of mine who's on a fixed income. They don't have a lot of money. Matter of fact, they said I have to wait a few weeks and then I'll be able to make the donation. So we waited, we called them. They just made a small donation. So sometimes that may be the situation. Sometimes you may get someone who has a little more money, can be a little more generous. We had, I'm not going to mention any names, but someone just said, well, we can't go. And then that person and their wife just donated $500, even though they are not able to make it. So it all depends on the situation. But I see where we're going with this, and it's a great idea. So it's like offering a third a third option. So you can either buy a ticket and come. You can buy a ticket and not come. Just buy a ticket, or you can buy a ticket for a live stream, which is another option, or you can just donate. So the only question I would have about that is what happens if people donate. Let's say you get two people who donate for the live stream, but you don't have enough money to pay for someone to do the live stream. So then it leaves them, it leaves us looking bad because we promised something and then we weren't able to deliver on it. So, we could, I think worst case scenario, we could probably get someone to do it for cheap or for free or something. And maybe the quality won't be as good, but someone would still have paid for it. So, but
Well, what about if excuse me for interrupting, but if they couldn't get the live stream, they could get a clip, or not a clip, but a video of it anyway sent to them.
Mm.
It wouldn't be a live stream, but they still could get access to the video.
Mm-hmm.
I think partly I'm agreeing with Lady Victoria, because I agree. We want to be able to incentivize them to pay for the extra service, which I understand. But my concern is if we're doing live stream, posting Facebook or YouTube or Zoom, it's open for anybody else. The more people we have, the more people will be able to see it. And hopefully they will see, oh, I see the auction, because we're going to expect people to try and bid on the auction stuff and see what it is. And also it's going to give us exposure. But my suggestion is for somebody who cannot buy a ticket, but they're able to pay for something to donate to the organization, we can give them the incentive that their name and amount is going to be written somewhere, acknowledged that they did give that part. And then still they will be able to see the live stream, and still they will get and recorded, whatever we record and the event and follow up, they will get those things as if they attended the Gala. So that's the part which we can offer them. But also for the live stream, we want exposure. We want more people to see it, even if they did not pay, because our goal is to make sure that everybody knows us. Hopefully next time they will be able to willing to support us from the beginning. But if we limit on the people who are able to pay for the live stream, that means we have to give them the link, like coming in Zoom. I'm trying to think what.
You wouldn't be you wouldn't be able to publish it publicly because then you'd be giving it free to some people,
Yeah.
and some other people would be paying for it, or they could be considered as sponsoring the live stream for everyone. That's another way of, you could thank them for that too. So I think it could be either or. But I think no matter which way we go, we were going to share the video for it anyway. We would normally get some clips and videos and stuff like that, and then we'd put together a video and share it on YouTube anyway. So they would get to see clips of the event anyway. So.
But couldn't it be like a one-time access for the people who paid virtually to attend, and then they could still get a chance to go to the website itself to see the rest of what happened, or
Oh
clips of
yes,
whatever happened.
yeah.
But they
So
would
yeah,
get a
so that's.
one-time access to be able to watch, but they wouldn't be able to share it. They could be able to access it one time, like a one-time link or something like that. One-time access.
Well, that's. I mean, if that's what we want to do, we can do it that way, where it's only certain people that are invited, and then we share whatever we come up with afterwards later on with everyone else. So that's a decision that we'd have to decide to make.
So also another thing, for the people who are going to be attending, there are a few things that they may get after the gala. I mean, yes, they're going to be there. They're going to have their pictures. They're going to be, food, of course, entertainment right in their auction in front of them. Yes. But they also usually, like what we are planning, it's not finalized. We are planning that they're going to get something to take home, like just a little memento to leave the gala with. So we can add to the people who are paying, but they're not able to, and their names are recorded that they're sponsoring the event, even if they could not come. So they will get their names acknowledged, and then they might get a little goodie bag even if they were not there. So that could be kind of like a little incentive for them. But viewing the video, yes, live, they'll be there. If they let us know ahead of time in their email, then yes, if we're doing through Zoom, then they will get the Zoom link, which they have a spot for there versus somebody who just come and join in. At least their name is going to be known that they're coming in there. We're definitely going to take maybe a moment to be able to thank people who are live stream and name them that they are there. I mean, we can do those things, but still, I believe live should be open for anybody. Because if you post on Facebook, anybody who is in the group for QHSC group Facebook, they're going to see that live, it pops up on their screen. If we post it in my Facebook, which is linked to the organization, so anybody who is on my group should be able to see that. And that usually give us more exposure, that people be like, oh, there was an event, and it's there that we see people going back and forth, back and forth. And of course, if somebody pays and then go through the live stream, they will get, like if we have pictures or update and stuff, they're going to be specifically send it to them versus them searching from the website to find it, like just a person who doesn't have access to our content.
I agree.
That's just the suggestions, yeah.
Go ahead, Ross.
I agree. I agree. The exposure, maybe not attaching monetary value to videoing, live streaming. I think the exposure is going to far outweigh attaching, and kind of limiting certain people, giving more exposure to people who have, because, we're in a time where a lot of people don't have. But like you said, I agree with you, Doctor.
When I'm sorry, when I hear you had said somewhere about you had to hire somebody to be able to do the video and so that they can actually see the event and not get caught up in the moment, right?
That's
So,
one option if we have money, yes. Go ahead.
So when I hear you say that, it's like and then we continue to speak about doing the video here and doing over here. We still have to come up with the money to be able to pay for them to actually do it. Am I correct?
So there are two
So
options. Go ahead.
no, because when I heard that, I'm like, okay, so we don't want to give anybody any indication that if you make a certain amount of deposit that you'll be able to see live stream, but to be fully transparent and say that there's a possibility with this donation that you'll be able to see it live stream, because we know that we have to come up with a certain amount of money to pay somebody to put it out live stream. Because like Dr. P said, if you make that commitment, then you're responsible for saying it's going to be live streamed to someone. So to say that there's a possibility that you'll be able to view it live, but to be available to see it for sure afterward, we can stream it, because you might not be able to afford to have somebody to stream it for you and not get caught up in the moment. Am I making any sense about that? You got what I'm saying?
No, I understand. Were you going to answer, Miss Hill, or you want me to answer?
No, go ahead and answer. Sorry.
No, so my sister, I understand. We don't want to promise for if they pay, they're going to see it, because that means the quality has to be way up here, because we have to hire somebody else. What I'm talking about, we were going to have a live, which may be just like almost come at the people having fun, just to be able to live to show and just give that exposure without have a specific person paid to do it. But if we promise somebody, if you pay, you're going to have a paid live stream, it carries some weight, which we cannot afford right now. But we were going to have a live stream unpaid, which is somebody may get too excited to watch this video, and then after a while they might have a space in between it, nothing recording, because we can't watch all the time. But it might be kind of like a fragmented live stream. So what I'm saying is like people who are paying cannot come to the gala, but they would like to have a live stream. I said, yes, live stream is there for live stream free for everybody else. However, if you are paying just because you are donating to the organization and you can't come and you would like to see the live stream, your name is going to be posted acknowledging that you donated to support the QHSC. Yes, one way you are able to see live stream, not necessarily that the fancy business looking live stream. It's just going to be people are posting, and we give them the Facebook link and then YouTube link, so they'll be able to see things that are posted, updated and stuff, because people are going to be posting stuff on the website ongoing. So they will see activities are happening, but not necessarily like a pure organized live stream. Does that make any sense? And that's why we don't want to comment that you pay, you get live stream. No, you go to get the live activities that are happening from the website is here, from the YouTube link is here. So if you log in, you're going to start seeing things are coming out there. It's almost like if you have a wedding and 4 or 5 people are posting in the same page to show people are dancing, people whatever. So at least they will see activities, and it might not be like a synchronized activities, but at least they will see some activities. People are eating, people are dancing, people are whatever. They will see that way, versus like if somebody is sitting at the camera following each event, each speech and all the stuff like that.
So was the idea of it going live on YouTube or anything already in place, or was it something that was just brought up today?
No, it was there in place. It was already in place.
Okay, that's because I was speaking like it was just brought up today, like
no.
When,
no, I think Lady V was suggesting as one option for people to pay to see live stream. No, we knew it's gonna have a live stream, not organized paid for live stream. No, it's just live stream, like people are posting activities. So if you know there's a wedding and then this is the website, they're going to be posting the pictures for wedding. So you're going to be watching that website to see things that are coming in. And then people who are paying and we want them to know, we can give them, this is our link for the website, this is our link for the YouTube, this is our link for Facebook. That day you can click on that to see what is happening. It's just going to be updated. But if eventually we get somebody who is running through, then they will see the live streaming there, so they can call the event. Yes.
It's live streaming in real time.
Yes.
Yeah, so whatever we have been advertising, that's because we know that it's guaranteed. So like any service that like a sponsor is providing, and stuff like that. We already know that that's guaranteed, so we've advertised it. Like when we talked about the Spin Sisters, we know that that's guaranteed. So we're trying not. That's why you don't see that there's a DJ. We have a guest speaker now, so we're going to be promoting that. So now that we know that that's guaranteed, we advertise it. So with the live stream, like I said, we weren't sure on how to go about. We did discuss it. We just never discussed them it actually as an option, and it is a viable option because I know there are other organizations that do that. They have even concerts and stuff like that where people just watch it online. So it's a possibility. But if we get the money, you know what, we could look into it, and if we can think of or figure out how much it might cost us to get something like that done, then maybe we can raise funds specifically. If we could have a target for that. So let's say it's not that expensive, because for the videotaping, it's extremely expensive. If you hire someone to come videotape your event, I think everything nowadays is like $3,000 to $5,000 for anything you want to do. You want to pay somebody to do something, come to your event, they want $3,000 to $5,000, sometimes $6,000 now. So something like that is too expensive. But if we can find someone who's willing to do it, and I guess hopefully somebody in the South Florida area, and the price is not that bad, we can probably try to fundraise for that. And then if we don't get it, then we could, if we come close, myself or maybe someone else, we can just chip in the rest of it, and then we can get that resolved. So that's something we could think about. So if anyone knows anyone in the area who's willing to who can make it to the event, we'll talk to some people that live locally, and then we'll try to find out what we can do. So
I got a suggestion here. There may be some local college students who are professional that may be able to do something at a much lower price. If you think about that, so, and there's a lot of college students who have a lot of equipment. The quality is pretty good, might be better, but they're learning. But the price is not going to be as high as a regular person, a professional person. So that's just a suggestion.
Okay.
Yeah, so when we're searching and looking, we'll look into that for sure. Actually, maybe we can just make an announcement for something like that, post it too on social media.
Great suggestion, great discussion. Yes. Any other comment?
No.
I'm feeling like a Debbie Downer over here.
Oh
And that's
no.
that's
Why?
not my intention, because when I'm thinking about how, we really want to get these as much funds as possible to be able to support the cause in Tanzania. And I'm just feeling like we're talking about creating another expense when, and I feel like a Debbie Downer. And my spirit just made me have to say that. So charge it to my head.
It's just a change of it's a change of what we normally do. So like Dr. G was saying, so when we usually would come and say, hey Rukia, we want to feed the children at the school, can you donate some money? So you donate some money, and as you can see, the challenge is still always there. And then we come and we say, hey Rukia, and then we ask Valentine, we ask Victoria. So maybe Valentine's not able to, and then Victoria is able to, but Victoria can only give us $20 at the time or something like that. So it always puts us in an immediate bond or bind at that time. So in order to have more funds to work with, instead of just putting the responsibility to where we're just asking for every session, or for every program, we try to spread it out a little more. That's why we try to do the fundraisers, at the restaurants and stuff like that, make it a little easier so that at least if you're going to eat, we can maybe get a donation from that or something like that. So it's just another way of kind of like of spreading the load or the burden so that we have a little more flexibility with what we want to do. So we were lucky the last time when we were able to get the stove, when the board of education or whatever they're called said, hey, you guys can't keep cooking in that room like that. It's a hazard. It's not healthy. You need a stove. So that means now they got to be like any other normal school. So we were fortunate that we were able to come up with the funds for that, but it took Dr. Gaboni a lot of work. She had to really keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. So we're trying to find another venue or other venues or ways in which we can make money. So the purpose of this, as Steve mentioned too, is for it to grow over time. So if it starts to pick up and it starts to grow, then it can if we can get more sponsors, and we have tried to talk to some organizations, car dealerships, and stuff like that. But it's a very tough time for that, and I think most people understand the politics of this whole thing of donating, especially for large corporations or companies, of donating to organizations that that they feel have. I don't know if you want to call it a cultural agenda or a community agenda or whatever you want to call it. So it makes it a lot harder, but that's the whole purpose of this organization, is for us to empower our volunteers so that we can keep doing stuff. We do stuff here. We've been doing a lot of stuff in South Florida, and we'll do stuff wherever we can. But it's not, in other words, no need to be down about it. It's just a different approach. It's a different process. So, but we're going to get there. We just have to keep pushing. Like I said, we're going to be on the phones today, talking to a few people. And if you guys and gals or brothers and sisters can join us today and just call up a few people and just say, hey, we're doing this. Would you like to come? Or can you make a donation? Every little bit is going to count. But from what I've seen, there's a direct result from it. So if I can call up a friend of mine who really has no money whatsoever, and that person can donate $25, there's always an opportunity and a chance. So if we do it more, I think we'll do better.
So I have two requests. So one is, like, if everybody who came to the meeting today, just call even 3 people today and ask them to either buy a ticket or donating and stuff like that. That will help definitely. And if you need any information, let us know. But also the second part is, I do agree with my sister Kia here. It's kind of like dilemma, because one side we don't have the money, and then second side we're trying to make it fancier in a sense that then we have to pay people to come and do those service. So my original thought was, we were not going to have the somebody specifically do the streaming, because we did ask. We wanted that person to volunteer, but that person lives in New York City, and that person he's not doing that anymore because he's with work conflict and stuff like that. But I wanted somebody to come and donate that time to do live stream. So chances is they do live stream actually for free. So we acknowledge that they're giving those service to the organization. So because we don't have the money to spend, because that's why everything we're doing as basic as we can, but still we wanted to make sure we raise funds. And that's why we need to sell more tickets. Because if we sell more ticket, up to 100 tickets, definitely we cover and we have at least some initial money. And I agree with Steve Jones, and we were aware of that, but this is their first gala. So anybody we tell them about that, I'm like, oh, have you done it before? No, this is the first time. Oh, okay. So where are you going to do it? So they are like trying to figure out, because they've never seen or never heard of us doing the gala. So it's the first one. So we are trying to push those barriers, we're trying to push those limits to try and make ourselves known by doing more community outreach. So they'll be like, oh, so at least we have heard of you. Yes, so doing a lot of fancy stuff, as I said, we have our very own Siobhan, which is Siobhan Event. She is an extremely capable, and she does an excellent job. I can't wait for you guys to see what she does. And anybody who has an event here in Palm Beach or Florida, get her, because she is an excellent person. But she donated every single thing coming to decorate for the gala. her price is way, way, way up there. I have to confirm with her for me to even announce what she usually charges. But she wanted to make sure that the organization succeed. And then people come and have a good time, but still remember why we are here is donating our time, donating money, donate our expertise to try and save the less fortunate people. So that part I'm grateful for her, and I always tell her every single time I see her because she wants to do those things. So for the live stream, yes, we knew we are going to have some kind of it, like updated, live updating stuff. People are going to have pictures, websites, YouTube and Zoom. Yes, it might not be perfectly because somebody's watching it, but we might be just people who are attending to see who have already paid, they're coming, if they're willing to be able to spend time. Even if we have 2 or 3 people changing shift just to direct the camera or the phone or something, that people wants to use their phone to do that, that's okay. I mean, we do have cameras, we can just put it stationary, but somebody needs to move it so it can continue recording all this time. So those things, we are still working on it. But yes, we try to avoid anything that people are asking those amount of money. We've asked a lot of services. They charge 6,000, 5,000. I said, no, we're not doing it. The same thing with the menu. We take just a basic dinner that is going to be appropriate for the gala while we're raising funds. Yes, 4 or 5 years from now, gala number 5, when we're raising 10, 50,000 dollars, yes, we should be able to say, no, we need the quality for every little thing we're doing because we are raising so much money. I mean, that would be the conversation for next time. But the initial one, we try to manage our expenses to make sure that we are able to cover their costs and then appreciate and acknowledge people who spend their money to come and see the event and actually gain something out of it and then saying their money was well spent versus hosting a very expensive things and then we be on negative after we finish the event, which is going to be wastage of time really, because what's the point of raising funds while you are going in debt doing it? So but I agree with your concern, and it's well noted. Definitely, we're not going to spend a lot of money because of making something extra, but we are going to be able to upload the things as they go, like show people, okay, we are doing the fun. I mean, the gala is now happening, hopefully taking pictures and upload on the Facebook or YouTube or wherever we need to increase the awareness. And next time we get a better response.
Yes, it definitely is a balancing act. So we're always considering, believe me, I'm even considering DJing, and I'm not a DJ. I was thinking I could just use like my Spotify account, come up with a playlist. I got speakers, whatever I can do. And my wife is like, you can't do everything. And I'm like, we can do this, we can do that. She's like, but we'll never be able to. We probably won't even be on time with anything because we'll be so busy running from one thing, doing this and doing that. So,
Yeah. The goal is to raise funds. The goal is to sell tickets, and we need to figure out amongst us how we can best accomplish that. And in the interim, to see it live on video. So when I speak to people, I will not be telling them that, oh, well, you'll be able to see the link if you can't make a donation. I won't even mention that truth for me until the day of or within the time span. Because in the culture what we go with where things are going right now, spending money is something. If you can get something for free, it's something you want to do because you have to be mindful of everything you're doing with your funds. So to be able to uh, uh, present Qhsc in the vein of which it is, which is to do God's work and to share and to be able to, just like you said, if you take care of a child, you're getting to take care of the community. So to come from those lanes, from those veins, it's something worth investing in. It's something worth putting your money into. So I just that's what I'm thinking. Like I want to figure out how to do that other than what I just said, and then we'll see what we can do as far as viewing it live. I want everybody to see, because next time those people that viewed it live, whether they were able to donate or not, might be more in to come, and
Yes.
maybe the world will be doing better too.
Or more likely to donate. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
my sister, I think you can tell them that yes, there will be a video afterwards accumulating the whole event. But
right.
that day they're going to be able to see, especially the Facebook, because as I said, there will be 3 or 4 people who have access to the website. They will be posting pictures, like they're gonna see things coming in. It might not be live streaming, like to see step by step, but it might be just a little video here and there. They're gonna be posted, coming, continue. So people will be staying, even if maybe they're on. Maybe the event started at 6, sorry, and then maybe around 7. That's when the people start seeing pictures. People arrive on the gala, start posting pictures. That part is going to be done right now, whether we have money or not. It's going to be done because the people likes to post the stuff. We're going to give few people access to the website. So then everything picture they take, the food or whatever, they're just going to post it there. So if somebody who is not able to come and they're donating or whatever, first of all, their name is going to be acknowledged. So as long as we know somebody donated, we're going to put their name on there with our list of sponsors. So regardless for the amount, remember I said we cannot be choosing to say, okay, if you donate 500, then your name is going to show up. No, the $50, $5 is worth it also because somebody donated with their heart. So regardless of the amount, yes, we're going to put their names there to acknowledge that they donated. Well, as long as they want their name to show up. Because I know sometimes they say they have 2 people who donated, but they don't want their name mentioned anyways, which I respect and acknowledge that part. But then now, if you're encouraging the people to donate the money, just tell them they will be able to see things are happening that day. Starting that 6 o'clock, people are going to be that. We're going to try probably posting when we are getting ready. So people will start seeing, but the website is going to be flooded with so many pictures. So somebody who is not friend or whatever, let us know. We can befriend them before then. We're going to share the website. We're going to tag people so at least you know that even as we get close to. So that day they are going to see the pictures, and then we encourage almost the board members, people who are QHC who are coming. We can give you the link to be able to post those pictures. Yes, so we want that to be continuously. People will see the pictures are coming, the little short videos are coming. People are coming, the auction and stuff. They will see those things, not in a streaming way, but at least as the event continues. So you can tell them that, but that part is going to happen whether we have money or not. It's going to happen.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, Miss Valentine, I know you were there. You can speak. You can type in if you have any comment, questions.
Well, Mary said she had to leave. Dina said she had to leave.
Okay.
So, and then Rukia, I do have to talk to you. This,
Okay, can we talk right after this? Is that
yes,
possible?
yes.
Okay.
And then what I'm gonna do is after this meeting, we're gonna post in the group chat. We'll post it on Facebook, Instagram, and X. We don't have a Threads account yet. We still have a X account, whatever. So I'm gonna post it on there. If anyone is willing to volunteer to live stream, to please let us know, and then hopefully we'll get some takers or some people to bite or something like that. So, but yeah, that was something we were looking for. Matter of fact, we could do the same thing for DJing, but that's yeah, it's just like I said, the quality of what you're gonna get is. We want to make sure that it's very elegant as well. It's going to be a very beautiful event. So we need somebody with some with some cultural understanding too, in order to live up to the diversity of what we're doing. So we have a lot of different people, a lot of different places, and everything. So we're definitely international. So.
Yes. So I mean, I think my last call is like if everybody in here can able just to grab 3 people and try to either sell a ticket or something like that. And then, as I said, if you have any issues, please let me know. If you need access to links or QR code, let us know, and my husband can help send it up. All those things out there. If people have questions, They want maybe specific requests or whatever. If something that is doable, we can do without any problem, or we can attach to it without any problem. That's fine. If they want give us their email, and then we'll be sending them updates with the group. That's fine. Because I mean, remember, if somebody donate them and they want to see where the money is going, I would never question that, but definitely they want to know what exactly you're going to do with my money. So we'll be happy to share the links, the information, and give them feedback and stuff. As I said, we are like almost our infant stage, because this is our first year annual Gala, so it is learning opportunities for everybody. And if we can do something better, or we are willing to learn and get there. And then if you guys have any suggestion, please, yes. And then just encourage people to buy a ticket as much as we can. So I think that's what I have. Anything else? Final says, whatever. If not, Mr. Steve Jones, can you send?
Dr. Gwen just messaged in. She said she's buying 3 tickets. She's listening. She's not able to talk. I forgot. She said she was at some meeting or something like that. So, but she said she's going to be buying 3 tickets. So we're pushing the needle forward there.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. Mr. Steve Jones? Oh, yes.
I think the discussion today was an outstanding discussion, and I think we need more stuff like this. But I think where we're going, we're doing a lot of awesome, wonderful things, and to get Qhsc out there, and eventually we will get there. Father God, in the name of Jesus Christ, God, as we come before you right now, first of all, before we ask you for anything, Lord, we must thank you for everything. Thank you for our life. Thank you for our strength. Thank you for waking up this morning, giving us our mind, our health, and our peace, oh Lord. We give you glory right now for each and everything that you have done. For you are our God and our Father. Now, Lord, we ask you to touch right now Qhsc, the things that we're doing for the Gala, oh God, the things that we're doing in Tanzania, the hospital, the schools, oh God, the people who are less fortunate than us. We ask you right now, God, for this Gala, God, to make it a special one. It is our first time. We need sponsors. We need ticket sales, oh God, right now, this week, oh God, and the rest of this month. Let the ticket sales go up to meet the need that we have. For we know that you meet every need that we have. When we come to you, oh God, and ask you anything that is in the will of your Father, that you shall provide it for us. God, give us corporate sponsors, oh God. God, give us people who just show up and just do things for free. We need a DJ, God. God, we need somebody to take pictures. We need photos. We need all these things to make the Gala a success. And we know, God, that you have it. Someone out there waiting right now, just saying, what must I do? I'm waiting to show my talent off. And God, send us those people. Let them be professional, God. Let them want to do it because they have a desire to work and to build your kingdom and desire to help Qhsc go forward. Now, God, we ask you to touch each and every one here, especially if God is on the line. Whatever need that they may have, whatever situation that they may be going through, we ask you to minister to them, oh God, personally, oh God, and to their situation, to their circumstances. We ask you to touch now and deliver them from whatever they're going through. We ask all of these things in your Son, Jesus Christ's name. Bless everyone in Jesus' name. God, and please bless our country, because we are going through some things that we haven't gone through in a long time. Bless our leadership, oh God. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
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 Amen. Amen.
Thank you so much.
Amen.
I feel the
You're
blessing.
welcome. You're welcome.
I feel the blessing. Thank you.
It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming. It's coming. Definitely it's coming. Yes. So thank you everybody for coming, and we're gonna put more information in the group, and people who are sending the videos, please, yes, Mr. Norris, if you can send a video with your wife, just 2 minutes video saying the reason you chose to join Qhsc, what do you feel like it's worth your time to spend with QHSC. And then if people need to come to the gala or just join QHSC, anything that you have in mind, it's okay.
Yeah, I'll be more than willing to do that.
No, thank
right.
you very much, everybody. Definitely, when God give us the permission, He has been blessing us enough. He has been guiding us enough. I know it's happening. So I know it's gonna be great. And just open one door at a time for people to respond. So it's gonna be great.
Yes, claiming that.
Yes.
Thank you. It's good to see everybody too.
So officially, the meeting is over.